He had a 21-1 connect advantage. A 21-1 connect advantage, which is something that CompuBox tracks in his career often. And for those playing along at home, you clearly have been tracking that, as ESPN Bet live money line right now has Lomachenko minus 2,500. Everybody's all over Lomachenko with what they've seen in his first 4 rounds. Now, Timmy, I want to offer you this. Okay. When you see around 21-1, you're putting forth that level of offense and that level of defense, well, he has the number 4 plus-minus rating in all of championship-level fighters, according to CompuBox, in the world of hit and don't get hit.
Tess, and he does it while he's directly in front of you. That's the difference. That's the beauty about Lomachenko. He's not bagging up and he's not fighting on his back foot and moving away from reaction. He's actually going towards his opponent and still being slippery like that and elusive and still landing his offense, Tess.
You know, and a very smart boxing mind said to me in the lead up to this fight that Loma is so much better when he starts early and is the aggressor early. He didn't do that against Teofimo. He didn't do that against Haney. He's doing it tonight.
There's no way that Kambosos is going to be able to time that movement.
There's a left hand against Haney.
There's no way. You know, wrong game plan. And he might have came here with the game plan to pressure, but Lomachenko is not allowing him to do that. He has Kambosos right now spooked, not sure what to do. And Tess, I don't care how much determination you have or will to have and toughness you have, skill. That's what dominates in this ring, skill. And sometimes when the skill are even, that's when the will and determination comes forth.
The skill is not even in Kambosos and Lomachenko. Lomachenko as close to his prime, Kambosos as close to his prime. There is a gap in talent. That's just a fact. Sends him off balance with that left hand.
Right now, what Loma's doing is a slow beat. Slow. He's just slowly softening him up. Little by little, round by round. But if he invests in the body a little bit more, he can stop.
In Australia, after midnight, back on the east coast of the United States. And a reminder that Sports Center from LA will be coming up at the conclusion of this World Championship fight. Linda and Stan will have everything for you. I'm hoping they have a full analysis and breakdown with the ring announcer issue we had earlier tonight. Hopefully we don't have one at the end of this one. And the way things are going with Lomachenko, it could be very clear and decisive. Round 6 of our championship fight. Lomachenko in complete control with a 73-16 connect advantage to this point. Let's check in with Bernardo ringside.
Not a very animated Anton Kadushin in the corner of George Kambosos, but what he did say is, I don't want you headhunting. When he throws his left, I want you to counter to the body. And on the other side, Egis Klimas says, what about this fast start from Vasiliy Lomachenko? And I asked Lomachenko earlier this week, will we ever see Lomachenko? He smiled. Looks like we're seeing him tonight.
Lomachenko was the nickname that he earned early in his career when world-class fighter after fighter quit. They couldn't continue against him.
Which was remarkable, Tess, but we haven't seen that fighter in a very long time. In the lower weight classes, where he was able to dominate and have the athletic advantage over those smaller fighters, as you go up in weight, especially in the 135-pound class and 140, fighters become even more athletic. And you see the accuracy of Lomachenko?
Absolutely.
Beautiful accuracy.
He's landing 52% of his power punches. Over 50% of power punches thrown. That's an outrageous number in CompuBox. Round 7. Kambosos coming off his most spirited round to this point, but he was still outlanded 19-7. Superb percentage and accuracy, Tim, as you noted from Lomachenko. You just saw the numbers there.
You know, Kambosos, one of the biggest issues, a part of his game, okay? It's a lot of them. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of them. You see him how he leans forward, you know, trying to inch close. He's there to be hit with straight shots. You see how his guards are low when he comes in. He's there to be hit with straight shots. But also, you see he steps out and he steps back in range, steps out and step back in range. He does that every single time. Nothing has changed. He hasn't learned anything. Under the heat and under the fighter, what do we always tell you folks at home? A fighter typically results back to who he is. All that stuff he worked on in camp is now out the window.
Sports Center coming your way next. Round 7 of our championship fight. Lomachenko trying to make more history. Comes with that sweeping rear hook, and that is a slip. That is not a knockdown, but that pressure being applied by Lomachenko.
He had success that last round with that left hook, and he went to it again. This time, Loma made the adjustment and got underneath it. So now what George got to do if he wants to land that shot, he needs to throw it towards Loma's shoulder. Throw it towards the shoulder in hopes that Loma dips into it.
There's a left hand to the body from Lomachenko. And now Kambosos trying to get himself out of trouble in that corner. That left hand was partially blocked with the right elbow.
You know what this fight reminds me of?
What's that?
You hear that saying all the time. You say, you know, the definition that you got one fighter playing checkers, the other one playing chess.
Oh, and you know who the chess master has been for the majority of his career.
Right. This is the definition of that. Ooh, now Loma's starting to penetrate that body. He's starting to go downstairs now. Uh-oh. He's trying to weaken him a little bit more.
We haven't seen much body work, all the offense we've seen, but yet not much to the body. But now you can see it. It's a great call by you, Tim, as he tries to wrap that left hand around the right elbow of Kambosos. Loma is in control at the end of 7. Concern that everybody detailed. The age of Lomachenko and the year away from the ring. And what does he have left? Is he focused and inspired after the heartbreaking disappointment against Devin Haney when he admitted he did not have that fire? He was so gutted by coming up just short of becoming an undisputed world champion.
Have you folks noticed that Kambosos can't sustain coming forward and attacking consistently? Just keep coming forward and attacking. He comes forward, he falls off balance, then he backs straight up. So at this point, the only way Loma can lose this fight is if he gets caught, gets hurt, gets knocked out. Kambosos is going to have to land something lucky on Loma. If Loma gets a little too relaxed because he's in total control, that can happen. That's a possibility.
Look at the bruising and the redness in the face of Kambosos, and he takes another shot up top.
Mean swivel jab.
The swivel jab has such pop on it as he turns it over.
It's a nasty shot.
Changes the levels on it as well.
See, you wonder why those elbows are extended from Loma. A lot of times, you know, you see his ribs exposed. Yes, it seems like he's giving it up, and sometimes he is, you know, downstairs. However, he's able to extend with those hands a little bit quicker from that position, having them a little bit extended out. That's the reason why he does it, Tess. See those elbows extended up and out? Good shot.
Left
Slapping
hand.
shot.
But that guard with the right hand was Kambosos.
You know, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been impressed with the referee. He's been out of that way. He's been out of the action. Doing a good job tonight. I don't understand what Kambosos and them was worried about going into this fight.
Nakamura, Timmy,
yeah.
we mentioned it, that his father, George Kambosos Sr., tried to have him replaced.
Ooh, that cut just opened up. I wonder if it was from
At the start of this round, I spoke with Brian Wilmot, and he told me the cut is nasty. It's on the eyelid, but fortunately on the outside. So if it does start to bleed, it's going to go outside the eye and not into the eye. Just a quick reminder, I spoke with Anthony Grover, the Executive Officer of the Combat Sports Commission of Western Australia. There is no instant replay here.
That is the rule in Australia with that local commission. But those headshots from Lomachenko have done damage on the face of Kambosos. They've been dealing with that cut for a couple of rounds now. As you see, Kambosos trying to double up that jab and send the right hand to the body. You would think that all ringside observers and the judges have Lomachenko well out in front.
good
There's
body
a right
work.
hand to the body as Lomachenko came forward and Kambosos placed it. Look at that right eye.
Doesn't look like it's affecting his vision at all, Tess. Seemed like they got it under control in that corner. Good work right there from Lomachenko on the inside. Just getting physical. He's stuck in a headlock. You got one hand free. Let your hands go. I like that.
Now, what's coming up next in this division is next week on ESPN with Emmanuel Navarrete against Denis Berancek. It is probably more likely if Navarrete, who's already a 3-division champion, can claim a lightweight crown, you could have unification in an outrageous matchup of styles of Navarrete against Lomachenko. But that's great to hear from Tank Davis, a willingness to say, yeah, Lomachenko's next.
Oh, still got a couple of rounds, Tess, before I even go there. But yes, from the looks of the way the fight is going as of right now, Lomachenko will be fighting the winner of Berancek and Navarrete. So you'll have the unification there. And then you understand the situation with Shakur Stevenson.
Another lightweight champion who's going to fight on ESPN on July 6th against Artem Hartunian.
So that'll be enticing. He might get him the first or the beginning of the 2025. And then for all the marbles, Tank Davis.
Right now, the championship rounds to go as a bloodied, battered, and outclassed George Kambosos is going to need something special here. The critics have termed George Kambosos a one-hit wonder. He talked about how a win against Lomachenko in this spot would cement his legacy. Instead, this looks like it's going to be headed towards something where we discuss Vasiliy Lomachenko extending his career and staying in that upper tier.
Can't deny the toughness and the grittiness of Kambosos. He's taken a lot of shots to the head and body tonight. He's cut, and he's still in this fight. He's still trying to do something in this fight. That's why he's nicknamed Ferocious. I admire his toughness, Tess. Oh, big shots.
And snap back.
Again, if you don't adjust to the level change, if you being the opposite fighter, you're going to get hit with that shot every single time. If you don't adjust your range and get the heck out of dodge or get your head off the line, you're going to get hit with that shot every single time.
Do you hear how clearly you can hear the corners, especially of George Kambosos? That's how you know Lomachenko's having a great night. when he can silence 15,000 Australians having this kind of a performance against their former champion. Off the stool compared to the bloodied and battered face of Kambosos. The connect advantage as we start this 11th round is Lomachenko 157 punches landed to 38 for Kambosos.
Well, you said that through the lead up, he was like one of the worst in
Yes.
copy box and landing. Again, it all has to do with his feet.
At the championship level, Kambosos at the championship level, as he tries to swipe that right hand to the body, only lands 10 punches per round at the championship level. That is one of the worst marks among elite fighters. Meanwhile, Lomachenko sits at the top of just about every CompuBox superlative.
How that 6-minute or 3-minute stare down? How is that looking now?
Face-offs and stare-downs don't matter once you get through those ropes, bro.
I'm just saying.
As you know better than anybody as a Hall of Famer.
Ooh, he's tough. Ooh, 3 minutes? Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
If you guys are enjoying the content, please leave a like, subscribe, as it really does help the channel out. And I will be seeing you guys in the next video.